the Muay Thai is the national sport, is it? Right?
Right.
In Thailand?
Right.
What similarities and differences does it have from boxing?
Similarity is the glove that you can see. We use the same glove as boxing. The difference is rules. The Muay Thai has only have 5 rounds, 3 minutes each, and we can use we call 8 weapons, like 2 elbow, 2 fists, and 2 knees, and 2 legs.
Yeah, and they use the same gloves, right?
Same glove.
Also with the thumb attached.
Right. With same weight division, except the bridge weight, we don't have it.
For safety rules, that was like one of the main concerns, and I remember your father talking to my father, implementing the safety into Muay Thai. How many of the WBC rules have been taken into Muay Thai? Do you know? For example, in the WBC, they have they weigh in 24 hours before the fight.
Oh, it's the same. We use the same standard as boxing. We weigh in 1 month before, 2 weeks before, 1 week, and 1 day. Yeah. For the safety standard, we will follow boxing. This the major thing that we try to implement from boxing to Muay Thai is the standard of the WBC. Back to 20 years ago, when my father and Dr. Jose had opportunity to to see the king of Thailand, the late King Bhumipol, and which he gave direction to Dr. Jose that it will be good that Muay Thai have prominent organization like the WBC to lead Muay Thai into the international, into the global sport. So 20 years after, now WBC Muay Thai is very popular. We can call it the most popular Muay Thai organization in the world.
It is growing as a sport. I mean, I can see it in the news and the social media and everything that people share. More countries are it's expanding to more countries.
Nowadays, we have all 54 countries members of the WBC Muay Thai recently, with a representative on duty on every country.
Yeah, and it's also the sport has how do you say this? It's like a ritual, right?
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about that ritual before? There's a ritual before the fights that I have seen.
Yeah. We call Wai Kru Muay Thai. It's like we pay homage to our master. It's like we pay respect to the master. So we believe that when Nak Muay, we call Nak Muay, boxing is Nak Muay in Thai word. We hear when we Nak Muay pay respect to their grandmaster, with pay respect to their master, this will protect them from any harm, and will protect them from any violence in the future. It's spiritual thing in Muay Thai.
Yeah. Is it common that Muay Thai fighters become boxers, or is it more often that boxers go to Muay Thai?
Normally, every Thai boxer came from Muay Thai, because in Thailand, Muay Thai is like a cultural sport, a nation sport of country. So people, when a kid begin to learn Muay Thai from 5 to 6, and then became boxer in the older age, the basic from Muay Thai.
And we were talking a while ago about there's also amateur Muay Thai, right?
Yes. We will implement a major Muay Thai this year. This will be opportunity for young Muay Thai boxer to compete in a major level, and after that they may look into professional in the future. But we try to promote WBC Muay Thai for youth.
Yeah. In boxing, amateurs have protection in the head, but Muay Thai have protection also in the body, right?
Yes.
I mean, I was seeing pictures.
Yes, for youth, because we have 8 weapons. We have using knee, we using elbow, so we have full protection from head, elbow, and chest, and also shin pad. So we protect our body, for the safety of the young athletes.
Many people confuse Muay Thai with other martial arts like kickboxing.
Oh, yes.
And karate.
Yes.
And
it's kind of similar with K1 and Muay Thai, because K1 is originated from Muay Thai. Like back to over 20 years ago, one Japanese come to Thailand and watch Muay Thai, and he went back to country and figure out the new rule and call K1. But it's originated Muay Thai. Just cut cut some rule off and cannot use some technique, Muay Thai technique, which is different. It looks very similar but different in the rule. And WBC Muay Thai is only sanctioned body that we official announce that we use rule and regulation of Sport Authority of Thailand, the full rule. So if anybody want to see the Janai Muay Thai, the WBC Muay Thai it is.
Besides the WBC conventions, do you have your own exclusive Muay Thai conventions?
We have tried to have the first WBC Muay Thai convention 2 years ago before pandemics, but the plans have to postpone because of the pandemic. We wish to resume the first WBC Muay Thai convention in the near future soon.
Yeah, and which is a very powerful country for Muay Thai. I mean, besides Thailand, which is the home of the sport, which other country has the toughest, strongest fighters?
Oh, it's difficult. It's difficult to say because nowadays Muay Thai is a very popular sport around the world. For the WBC Muay Thai titles, apart from Thailand, it's European countries. There's most WBC Muay Thai titles.
Because in boxing, you can say that United States, Mexico, Russia have like the strongest fighters, maybe.
Yes.
I mean, this is upon opinion, but maybe sometimes outside of the country of origin of the sport, they are very passionate about Muay Thai.
Yes.
Do they incorporate what part of the culture? Do you have this ceremony in every Muay Thai fighting card, or just in Thailand?
Nowadays, only in Thailand they have the ceremony. So people around the world who learn Muay Thai have once to come to Thailand to learn and practice the Janai Muay Thai. And I think in the future, Muay Thai will be a global sport and people can learn anywhere in the world. But the standard Muay Thai should be from Thailand. Like the WBC Muay Thai, we use the rule regulation of Sport Authority of Thailand, something like that. This is a standard of Muay Thai. So people around the world have to obey.
Yeah, and what are the plans in the next steps for making Muay Thai more known in the world?
Yes, like I said, we will have the major Muay Thai from this year. This will be helped global to another level. We will promote Muay Thai to kids, the new generation, to people who want to don't want to turn pros. Like in the States, the amateur sport may be larger than a professional sport, Muay Thai as well. So I hope that from now, Muay Thai will be growth into another level.
Yes, and tell us a little bit about the San Diego event. You're going to have a 3-day event for amateurs in San Diego?
Yes, we plan to have WBC Muay Thai youth experience, we call summer camp, to initiate the first event for young athletes in United States, in San Diego, end of May 2022. And this year in summer, we have the first WBC Muay Thai World Youth Games in Calgary, Canada. I think this will be the first major for Muay Thai athletes around the globe. I heard that now they have over 25 countries confirmed to join this event in Calgary. And I heard that our representative in Europe would like to make the second World Youth Game next year in Europe, somewhere in Italy. So this is very good news that our community Muay Thai, especially the WBC Muay Thai, have bound together and have activity to continue the growth of the WBC Muay Thai.
Yeah, in boxing, I tell boxers that the difference between WBC and other organizations, which is the attention for safety, for the protection of the boxer. Is this the same? Can you say the same thing from WBC Muay Thai from other Muay Thai organizations?
Yes, the safety is our first priority. Like in the WBC boxing, this is standard that we follow the WBC standard, and this is our major rule that have to concern about safety of athlete and safety of boxer. So this is we call our standard and pride to be the WBC family. The safety of athlete come first, and we also tell people that the WBC Muay Thai is non-profit organization like the WBC. So everything that we try to contribute into the sport of Muay Thai is for non-profit, and everything that we do is for the people, for the majority of people, not our own organization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and female are there women?
Yes.
Muay Thai fighters?
Yes, it's female Muay Thai is very popular. It's not in Thailand, but in Australia, in Europe, Muay Thai fighter female fighter is very popular and very strong. In Thailand, a female Muay Thai boxer also have, but not popular. But I think from now it will more change into another area of women in the sport.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and when will be the next convention? Will be in Kazakhstan, also with WBC, right?
Yes, yes.
And what do you do in conventions? What does the Muay Thai team does in conventions?
We do as we see we do like boxing meeting, but smaller because but we plan to have more members from around the world in Kazakhstan this year to have more activity about Muay Thai. Like in the boxing, we have a ring official seminar. We also do in Muay Thai, but not in a WBC convention. We have a ring official seminar every year in Thailand and invite ring official around the world to come to Thailand to exchange idea, exchange experience, and update rule and regulation, update technique, exchange opinion, something like that. Just a few days, and but we haven't do for the last 2 years. We plan to do it again this year, and in Kazakhstan, yes, we also plan to have ring official seminar as well, and we also have a rating committee that we have meeting to update the ranking every month in head office in Bangkok, but we gather all information from our representative around the world to update the statistics of each Muay Thai boxer.
Yes. Do you also have 30 rated in the ratings? Do you have how many? 15 or 30 or how many?
20.
20.
We try to follow the WBC boxing standard. Yes.
And you have the number one contender and the champion, right?
Right.
So it's pretty much.
Yes.
And for you, just to finish, why is Muay Thai important for you personally? Why are you in Muay Thai?
Well, as I'm Thai, this is our national sport of Thailand. So we're proud in Muay Thai, and everyone have passion in Muay Thai. When we can see it, if you have opportunity to be in Thailand, every day they have a broadcast Muay Thai every day, different channel. So 7 days a week we have live Muay Thai in Thailand. So people can feel that this is part of the country. So as I'm Thai, and I have opportunity to promote Muay Thai to internationally, is so proud to be the one to have opportunity to do such thing.